Hello guys, and welcome back. So I'm just bringing you a little bit of a replay of a game that I played. Tested a new build order. Now I did try and get an actual couple of live recordings of this. Not with this particular game, but this strategy that I'm doing. And I kept messing it up. So I've done it off recording, and I'm just reviewing the game basically. This one went particularly well. Now what I'm doing is essentially a fast castle into knights with monk support. Now, if you've been following me on previous videos or my community tab, you'll know I've been working on something like this for perhaps Teutons. I did have a particular idea for the Franks as well, and also possibly Huns. But having tested it out with the Teutons quite a bit, it was clear that knights just aren't very good. So in comparison to step lancers in this kind of rush, so they just die too easily to spearmen. So I've cut out the dark age in this video just because I want to show you the good bit. But yeah, this one seems to be okay. I basically figured Sicilians, if I can pull something off in terms of a fast castle with them, then we should hopefully have some good luck really with it. So basically what we're doing is going up with 22 population, and then we're adding another 2 in the castle age. So it's different to the step lancer build because it's actually 1 villager quicker. So we can actually do it at 22 population, and we're selling all of our stone. So we've got 300 stone. We're selling it all now. I've not really got the best win rate with it so far. It's probably about 50%. Now a lot of that is due to just stupid things that I've been doing, because I've not really been playing much recently. I've been playing Jurassic World Evolution 2 instead. So I've kind of gone a little bit rusty, so that's what I'm blaming it on. But this one actually went really well. So as you can see, we're getting walled up, getting all the resources nicely walled up. The problem I'm finding with this one is because we're not going to gold until quite late. I'm finding you've generally got army in your base already before you can actually get over to the gold. So that's the big negative of it so far. So I need to try and see if there's perhaps something I can do to tweak the build, but generally it seems as though it's got some potential. So as we can see, we're playing against the Huns. The Hun players come in with quite a few scouts trying to cause some damage, really. Not really achieving much because of how I've walled up. And I suppose really if it just sort of hung around in this area, he would have been able to prevent me going over to gold. But what he probably did was scouted around the top here to see if I was on gold around here rather than main gold. But that gave me an opportunity to come forward and start mining the gold. But we're now in the castle stage. We are getting some knights on the go. So in perfect timing would have been 13 minutes and 35 seconds. I think I had quite a bit of idle time, but not too much to totally ruin it. One of my games that I played the other day, actually, when I was testing this, I thought I'd clicked up. Everything had gone really smoothly. I thought I'd clicked up, and I hadn't. I ended up with 3 minutes idle time. So yeah, that's one of the ones I lost, and that's a lot of the sort of stuff that's been happening, and that's why my win rate's so bad. But we'll see. I'm going to keep trying it because it does seem to have quite a bit of potential. But ideally we want to be adding a monastery. Struggling for resources a little bit. I'm not quite sure why at this point. I think it's because I should have 8 on wood at this point, but I've only got 6 on the main wood line and a couple on straggler trees. I don't know. But we're keeping up the night production. We're going forward. Obviously the spearmen not really going to be doing much, but the red player's fairly walled off. Just got a little bit to kind of finish off in terms of the walling, but it's not really causing me too much of a problem. It does have a market, so he's going to be looking at buying his way up to the castle age probably, which is what you want to do against these strategies. Just sort of take your time where you can, buy your way up to get up to the castle age, because if you've got a bigger economy, which you probably would have whilst you're advancing, then you should be ahead of everything, basically. But as you can see, monasteries coming down. Not really doing much with these scouts, but there's not a huge amount you can do. Could go and attack these villages here, I suppose, but it's not really going to achieve much at this point. But I'm just going to sort of be a bit annoying with these now. You can't really, I tend to find you don't get into your base as quickly with the knights as you would with step lancers. Step lancers are just such a better unit. They're just so much better, and I don't care what anyone says. It's true. Certainly for these sort of strategies, it's just a lot better. So this is why you need the monk, okay? Because knights can't get through the walls as quickly as step lancers can. And it just means your opponent can very easily wall up. Now we are playing at about 1450 low at this point, I believe. So you know, I have dropped a bit because I kept losing quite a few with the Teuton rush, and I've lost quite a few with this one. Although this was kind of evened itself out, to be fair. Mainly the Teuton rush that's dropped me. So I'm still playing above where I should be. I'm a 1300 player. You know, I've got no right playing it at 1400, 1450 or 1500 elo. Yeah. So it turns out I didn't even need the monks anyway to get in, because he tried building that gate and I just smashed it down, which was a big mistake on his part. But the monk is on its way, so I would have been able to get in anyway pretty quickly. But as you can see, we are now in the opponent's base. But yeah, I think that I would have been able to get there with the monk anyway and get in soon enough. So I don't think it's too much of a problem. It may have bought him a little bit of time to get a couple of knights out before losing all his spearmen. I don't know. He could have even got the pike upgrade potentially in that time, because the monks only just arrived. But as you can see, we've taken down quite a few villages. Same sort of principle as the Step Lancer rush. Obviously, we've got the monks, so any knights, we can get some conversions in from any defending knights, which is certainly going to be helpful. But yeah, just keep it on raiding at this point. Obviously, with knights, they're a bit tankier, so they can withstand the town centre fire a little bit better than step lancers would. However, I think step lancers would kill the villagers a lot quicker. So, you know, fighting under the TC like that just to pick off loads of villagers, I'd still do it. It's a bit sort of careless, but I think if you can get the damage in, then it's worth it. You know, if you can pick those villagers off, it's worth just diving under the TC. In my opinion, I'm sure the pros would say differently, but I think getting that little bit of an advantage is certainly beneficial. But yeah, just healing up a little bit now. So that's a good thing about having the monks as well. We can heal up a bit. Still got some knights coming forward. We did have a little bit of a delay by the looks of things. Probably just too busy microing and trying not to die down here. But, you know, spearmen, no problem for Sicilian knights. So much better than Teutons. And at this point I've decided, right, well, I want to try and break through the walls around here, I think. Or I'll do that in a minute. Just because running through there is straight into the town centre fire. So I do want to kind of open up down here. But again, try and convert villages where you can as well. Certainly helps matters. And we'll see. I do manage to get a villager conversion later on, which is a pretty good one as well, I must say. So yeah, here we go. We'll try and break through the wall here. Getting a little knight conversion there where we can. So getting some value with the monk, definitely. We've got another monk coming in. So we're going to keep adding some monks. We've got another one as well. So we're going to have 3 monks forward at the moment. Got some more knights coming in. My knight production probably slowed down a little bit there, but I think it's just I've kind of gone into full hoang mode by this point. I'm just concentrating on what's happening down here. I'm not producing that many villagers. I'm just purely focusing on going on the attack here. So yeah, we're going to bring that one down. There is another stable which is almost gone as well, to be fair. Won't take long to bring that one down when I finally decide to have a go at it. Try and convert some villagers whilst I'm at it. There we go. We do get a villager kill. Is he going to die? Yeah, he's going to die. So not kill, conversion. So we're going to go around to this back wood line. Oh, no, we're not. Yes, we are. No, we're not. Didn't realise that was open. I'd obviously not scouted there. But he's got nothing to answer me at the minute. I've got the villager lead because I've killed so many of his. He does have the extra town centre, so he does have a bit of protection there, which is fine. But, I've got 3 monks, another one and another knight here as well. So we'll have 4 monks. Should be able to, keep getting these knights healed up. But yeah, it's kind of like a hoang rush in some respects. Just going in, picking some knights off, getting some villager conversions in this wood line. Fine if you're going to wall up round there, or just convert your villagers. That's absolutely fine. Do some villager fighting and see how we get on there. We can actually heal those villagers up as well whilst they're doing the vill fighting. So, those villagers there, they're not going to do anything, are they, for the opponent? Just need to bring those guys in. So yeah, obviously focusing a little bit much on the micro there. But yeah, I've seen in the stock villager production at the moment. We can see the enemy not really got many resources either, because I've pushed him off his farms. It's not got anything collecting gold at this point. So he's going to get another town centre down, try and get some sort of population again. But I think you've not got the food for it, so I don't think that was the best decision. Although it's probably there just to protect the villagers from the gold for when they're under gold, so that should be fine. Bring the knights in. I've got those 4 villages that I've converted over on that wood line, so I'm going to bring them through and start doing something with those. Managed to get another conversion with the monk round here. Got some knights there as well. They're going to take down that stable, free those villagers, and then we're going to go add in some siege as a little bit of a spoiler. I actually make 2 siege workshops. I make one around here as well with this villager. There's a bit of a mistake. There we go. So I make the one there and then I make another one here. Didn't need to make 2. I think I just kind of was just doing things automatically at that point and ended up making 2 siege workshops. So my aggression, I'm still here. I'm still kind of causing lots of villager idle time. They've got to go in the town centres. So whilst I'm not picking off that many villagers at this point, I'm still getting some good value. I've got well over, what's that, 14 villager lead at the moment. 53 versus 39 for the opponent. And here we've got some mangonels coming out. So the mangonels basically just to take the town centres down. And any spearmen that might come my way. But you can see I've got so many resources in the bank. I could easily have got another stable or 2 and just spam knights at this point. But as I say, I'm not really bothered about my economy at this point. As we can see, we're getting some depleted farms. Just focusing on what I'm doing down here. So yeah, full hoang mode. Not really bothering about the eco. Just going full aggression. Siege monks and knights. So I mean, yeah, technically this is a Sicilian hoang, kind of. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, 22 plus 2 population, really fast. I did initially do it as a 23 build, 23 plus 2, same as the Step Lancers. I'm probably going to test whether it feels smoother, because this one, it can feel a little bit tight, but then I'm sacrificing 25 seconds of, getting up to the castle age. So, yeah, I don't know, because I think with these, obviously because of the pressure you're coming under, you need to get up there as fast as you can, especially with this one because it's not got a defensive tower, because we're selling all the stone. Makes it makes me wonder, do I need to be up quicker so I can get the knights out quicker, in case we are under quite a bit of pressure? Don't know. I'm going to play around with it a bit more. But this is GG. So yeah, nice little convincing win with the rush in this particular game. But as I say, 50-50 win rate, but most of that's been down to just stupid mistakes from myself. So hopefully, if I keep playing, I'll get a better win rate with it, and stop doing all these silly mistakes like not clicking up to the feudal age. But that's it for this one, guys. Let me know what you think to this strategy. Is it going to work? Does it have potential? It's obviously not going to be as strong as the Khmer version because of the Khmer farms, but certainly the knights can easily deal with the spearmen, unlike the Teuton version.